じ込められた子は無表情に息を止めた
Persona 5 was the jam. It had a great aesthetic to encapsulate a pleasing visual experience paired with hours of gameplay that lived up to the expectations that were set up through many setbacks. It had a cast of likable characters like that cat that tells you to sleep, Igor, and a green dick. But above all, it had the music. Now for the anime. Well, the pacing seems really fast due to the fact that they have to condense a 60+ hour game into 24 episodes, which is around 8 hours, even though the preliminary section of the game was like 6 hours. But if you don't mind the fast pacing and like high schoolers with some powerful stands and great voice actors who expose the wrongdoings of society, then this will be for you. Next is Megalobox, an original by TMS Entertainment who gave us a variety of shows such as Lupin the Third, fucking Bakugan, and one of the pillars of long-running shonen anime. Now when you're looking at it, you might think, when it's more like, this was the 50th anniversary for Ashita no Joe, and it's very hard competing against Ippo in terms of boxing anime, because that's the boxing anime, but it looks very promising. This season brought in a lot of sequels to popular anime, such as the second part to the third season of Soma, the very dramatic show about cooking that even rivals Hell's Kitchen.
What are you?
Soma has very interesting characters with matchups that make you want to see more. Personally, I've been saying, I don't really feel like watching this week's episode, but I guess I got nothing better to do. And it's like, oh. Everyone knows Sword Art, but this one is about Karen's last name feeling out of place in the real world. Yeah, me too. Now, I enjoy games, but this anime in one episode really did a poor job of displaying a competitive game. I really can't support this for the fact that she's wearing all pink in a shooter, calls her P90 P-chan, and can deliberately make her character smaller so she can hide in a suitcase, and by doing so makes her hitbox smaller than everyone else so they can't hit her. If this game was real, nobody would make their character big like these guys that just make them easier to hit. It'd just be filled with fucking ants and P-chans. And this would be fine if the game with obvious flaws wasn't something that revived an entire genre with its popularity. People who play MMOs aren't like this. They're more like this. I guess we'll see how this one plays out.
了解
Next, we got this badass anime about this Bakugan guy. Now this one looks cool. It's really looking like it has the action.
ドラゴンドラゴンおっぱいドラゴンもみもみチューチューパフンパフン
Well, it's been 7 years, and we finally got the sequel? Prequel? No, the midquel. That is Steins Gate Zero. This is a personal favorite of mine and can recommend the visual novel that it was adapted from. It's a science fiction story about the effects of time travel with a colorful cast but a less colorful story following Okabe and his depressive state of mind after experiencing many traumatic events. But this time, there's Little Girl! Wait, she's legal. She's legal. There's a new director at the helm, and the anime-only watchers are in for a roller coaster ride of a story.
合コンとか
Tokyo Ghoul. A lot of people seem confused with what's happening and what happened to all the other characters. So I'll sum this one up in one clip. Another season, another My Hero. Now this one has the action. Quickly becoming a strong pillar in the action shonen genre that we're all familiar with, if it isn't one already. My Hero is a great adaptation of the exceptional manga with amazing animation, as expected of Bones, who always does justice. Characters that are all unique, music, really everything that makes a show good. I don't expect any less from this third season. It's just simply enjoyable to watch. The first episode is a recap, but the season will adapt an amazing arc with fights that will bring forth the love of shonen anime.